Good afternoon, man. Thank you very much for the time given to me. Now I want to explain about the topic is historical research. Okay, historical research is the process of systematically examining past events to give an account of what has happened in the past. The first, it is not a mere accumulation of facts and dates or even a description of past events. The second, it is a flowing, dynamic account of past events which it involves an interpretation of the deaths even in an attempt to the news personalities and ideas and influence these events. And next, one of the goals of historical research is to communicate an understanding of past events. Significance of historical research. Okay, the first, to uncover at some historical events are not recorded. Next, there are many questions about our past that we not only want to know but can profit from knowing. Next, to identify the relationship that the past has to be present. Past can give a better perspective of current events. Next, to record and evaluate the accomplishments of individuals or institutions. And the next, to assist in understanding the culture in which we live. Education is a part of our history and our culture. Okay, historical research methodology. There is no one approach that is used in conducting historical research, although there is a general set of steps that are typically followed. These include the following steps, although there is some overlap and movement back and forth between the steps. Based on the date, historical research methodology. The first, identification of the research topic and formulation of the research problem or question. Next, data collection of literature review. Next, evaluation of materials. And then data synthesis and report preparation or preparation of the narrative exposition. Next, each of the steps. This step is the discussed brief below. Identification of the research topic and formulation of the research problem or question. Okay, this is first step in any type of education. Research include historical research. The first, ideas for historical research topics can come from many different sources, such as current issues and education, the assessments of an individual and educational policies, or the relationship between events. And then data collection or literature review. This step involves identifying, location, and collection information pertaining to the research topic. The first, the information scores are often contained in the documents such as diaries or a newspaper record, photographer, realize an interview with individuals who have had experience with or have no knowledge of the research topic. And then interview with the individual who have knowledge of the research topic are called change histories. And then the documents records oral histories and other information source can be primary or secondary source. And the next, a primary source is a source that has a direct involvement with the event being, like a diary or an original map or an interview with a person and experience the event. And next, a secondary source is source that was created from a primary source, such as books written about the event. Um, okay, I want to explain about evaluation of materials. Every information source must be evaluated for its and accurate because any source can be affected by a variety of factors such as economic condition and political climate. There are two types of evaluation every source must pass. Okay, the number one, internal criticism. This is a process of determining the validity or artifacts of the scores. Sometimes this is difficult to do, but other times it can easily be done by handwriting analysis of determining the aims of the paper and which something was written. Uh, Next, internal criticism. This is the process of the determining the reliability or accurate of the information contained in the source collected. This is done by positive and negative criticism. Positive criticism refers to assuring that the statement made or meaning conveyed in the source are understood. This is frequently difficult because of the problem of vagueness and preterism. The next, vagueness refers to uncurrently in the meaning of the words and phrase as in the scores. And the next, present tense refers to the assumption that the present day connotation of terms also instead in the past. Negative histories often used there in handling in fights. There are collaboration, searching, and contextualization. Okay. Uh, Correlation or comparing documents to each other to determine if they provide the same information is often used to obtain information about accurate and authenticity. Sourcing or identifying the outdoor date of creation of document and the place it was created is another technical that is used to estimate the authenticity or accurate of information. And contextualization or identifying when and where an event took place is another technical used to establish an accurate of information. Um, I want to explain about data synthesis and report preparing. This refers to synthesizing or putting the material collected into a narrative account of the topic selected. Synthesis refers to selecting, organizing, and analyzing the material collected in topical themes and central ideas or concepts. These terms are then pulled together to form a continuous and meaningful whole. Be sure to watch our furthest from problem that might be found when You attempt to synthesize the material collected and prepare the narrative account, trying to infer causation from correlated events is the first problem. Just because two events occur together does not necessarily mean that uh, one event was the cause of the other. A second problem is defining and interpreting keywords to avoid ambiguity and to ensure that they have the correct connotation. A third problem is differentiating between infants indicating how people soul behave and how they in fact did behave. A fourth problem is maintaining a distinction between intent and consequence. In other words, educational historians must make sure that the that we are observing from some activity of policy we are indeed consequence. Okay, mom and friend, thank you very much uh, for your attendance to me and thank you. Yan ba edit ko? Itu cara nih. Gope pakai slide itu, tapi pakai suara aku, cara nih.